What it do, world? It's your boy Kyrie with Get Hip TV. Y'all already know what it is, man. Your number one source for the latest news in mainstream and underground hip-hop culture. Today is another episode of Red Shirt Religious with your boy. We're going to get into the NCAA tournament. I know I'm a few days late, but I had to get some other content together for you guys. And then we're going to go into our new recruits at the University of Memphis and the devastating news of the Kyrie Irving injury. So without further ado, let's jump straight into the NCAA tournament. Like I stated before, one of the best tournaments I have seen in recent years. Very entertaining tournament. The Final Four, of course, passed us this weekend, and the championship game was Monday. Michigan took care of Loyola, 69-57. Villanova put a whooping on Kansas ass, 95-79. Then in the championship game, Villanova dominated again against Michigan, 79-62. This game wasn't really close. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't close at all. It was close at first, because, in the first half a little bit. But as soon as the most outstanding player of the Final Four, Dante DaVinci, the white boy, came off the bench, that's when it turned for Villanova. It's like he was just a huge spark that they needed. Like, he is the guy that turned the game around. And from then on, Villanova took control of the game. It really was no coming back from Michigan. And once a team like Villanova is up on you by a certain amount of points, just like they was up on Kansas, Kansas tried to make a fight for it. Michigan tried to make a fight for it. When a team like Villanova is up by X amount of points, then that's it. It ain't no coming back. You might put up a little fight. You might make it a little entertaining because it's the tournament or whatnot. But Villanova ain't they really not going to keep their foot off your neck entirely. Like, it's not going to happen. So, shout out to the Villanova Wildcats for winning their second NCAA championship in 3 years. That's a huge accomplishment. Shout out to Coach Jay Wright. Shout out to the whole squad. Shout out to Jalen Brunson and Mikal Bridges. Hopefully, y'all go to the draft and do y'all thing. If not, then But we do see those two declaring for the draft, moving on to the pro level. So, shout out to them. Good luck to them in their near future. And I also want to show love to the women's championship game as well. Notre Dame defeated Mississippi State 61-58. And honestly, guys, if y'all was watching that game, that was more entertaining than the men's game, honestly. Very entertaining. Shout out to Enrique Agumbawale. I think that's her name. She plays for Notre Dame. She hit 2 clutch game-winning shots in 2 games. And plus she won the most outstanding player. I don't know how she did it. Championship game, man, she hit a cold-blooded, 3 in the corner coming off the inbound play. Real deal clutch, Kobe Jordan-esque. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to Shawty. Shout out to the whole Notre Dame squad. Like I said, great NCAA tournament on both sides, but I most definitely want to give some love to the ladies. Second topic, man, we're going to get into our new Memphis Tigers. Alex Lomax. We all knew this was coming, y'all. Like anybody would common sense knew as soon as he asked to be released out of his letter of intent at Wichita State. We all knew he was coming to Memphis once Penny became head coach and all that transpired. We all knew what was going on. He released a statement thanking, his family, his community, of course, Greg Marshall for letting him out of his letter of intent, and of course, Coach Penny, and looking forward for good things to come. So I most definitely know Penny gonna push him to be an even better player at the college level. It's gonna be even more hard work, even more pushing to be the best. So like I said, perfect. It's just hard. Like a guy that's your coach, that's been your coach for so long, you basically stand with him, like a father figure. And then once he becomes a college coach, and you still got the chance to play for him, it's kind of almost hard to get that up. So I couldn't blame him. Plus, it's the hometown. So, shout out to Alex. I know he's going to do great things. I know he's going to help the city get back on track. I know he's going to help the program get back on track. He a hard-nosed player, somebody, a leader that we need on the court. Hopefully Tyler Harris come, join the party. But, this for another day. And also, Penny's son, Jaden Hardaway, has also committed to the University of Memphis. So shout out to Lil Jaden. He's a pretty decent player. He far from slaw. Like, don't let the name fool you. Don't think he's just one of them coaches' boys that's getting the privilege of just playing on the team. I definitely think he put in some work to earn that. He had some solid stats at IMG Academy last year. One of the more powerhouse prep schools in the country. So he most definitely put in some work and earned that. So shout out to Penny's son. And plus, not only that, Mike Miller is now an assistant coach, one of the assistant coaches on Penny Hardaway's staff at the University of Memphis that has also been put into play today. And that is big news for the university. Mike Miller is most definitely going to help on this staff. Like I said, man, Penny, he turning it up, man. He turning the program up step by step. Mike Miller being on that staff is a huge boost. So I like that move. Last but not least, man, unfortunately, the news came out today. Kyrie Irving will be out for the rest of the season, including the playoffs. Now, originally, he was supposed to be out from, I think, 3 to 6 weeks with his knee surgery, but, came out today that he's going to have to miss the rest of the season and the rest of the playoffs. Huge blow to the Boston Celtics. The chances that they had of making some real noise in the East, I think that's been put to rest, honestly. I think without Kyrie, they can't do what they're capable of doing. It's just like without your best player on the floor, it's like they already lost Gordon Hayward the first game of the regular season. So it's like without Kyrie, man, it's just, it ain't going to be too much to be excited about when it comes playoff time. Like, they most definitely going to have a nice seed. And they got a nice roster. They can get out the first round, but after that, I just don't see too much, man. It's just, like, this ain't doing nothing but making it easy on LeBron for him to go to another NBA Finals, which I see in the near future. Like, honestly, the only threat I really see right now, the only legitimate threat, in my opinion, that could, if I had to choose, I had to choose Philadelphia to be a threat to LeBron. If you had to choose one threat in the East, but their experiences and their youth is what knocking them off. So other than that, I just don't see it, man. They already showed when they beat Toronto twice in like a couple weeks span. I lost hope on Toronto. So like LeBron gonna get another Eastern Conference Finals banner put up. Go to another finals. So, like I said, man, Kyrie is out for the rest of the NBA calendar year of 2017-2018. Very unfortunate news. One of my favorite players. I hate. Been a lot of bad injuries, man, this year with star players. But, it's just a part of the game. So, hopefully, he comes back even better. He young as hell. He just got in his prime, really. So he got a long way to go. Wishing you a speedy recovery, bro. Get in the comment box. Let me know what y'all think about either one of the topics. You know what I'm saying? Subscribe to us on YouTube at Get Hip TV, of course. Follow us on Twitter at Get Hip TV _. Follow us on Instagram at Just Get Hip TV. Follow me. Follow my co-host. Follow my big bro. I'm out. Get hip.